Ruby Riot's no-nonsense all... Disruption approach to the world also translates to her approach in the ring. And it's an approach that has seen her cause chaos in this women's division. And guys, Memphis has been a hotbed of sports entertainment for a long time, and you can tell they still have it in their blood just by listening to this crowd.
Bomb planted.
Elbow smash.
Rolling elbow finds its mark.
Ouch. Back in the ring now. What a punch. Using the elbow as a weapon.
Ooh, impressive counter. Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, step up Enziguri.
Ooh, tossed with the suplex.
She's taking charge here.
She's taking command of the situation.
Point of the elbow, nailed it. Right to the back of the neck. Momentum. The big M, the key word. It can switch and change at any time. Check out WWE.com for all the profiles of the great women's superstars. Oh my forearm! It looks like Ruby Riott could be done for.
She's tough, but maybe not tough enough to get the win here.
Ooh, what impact. She's calling for it.
Up across the shoulders.
Here it comes. Oh, the tiebreaker.
She's closing the book on this one. Someone's going to be black and blue.
You can put this one in the bank.
Here is your winner, Ashley.
And there's your winner.
Many more losses like this, and the future of Ruby Riott will look incredibly dim.
Guys, it sounds like we can all agree that was an extremely impressive win.
After a couple more wins for both our teams, Trey and I would be in a position we'd never been in before. Standing across the ring from each other as opponents in the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge.
Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Yeah, you too.
Do you mean that? Because it seems like you can't bring yourself to say the actual words.
I can totally say it, but now that you told me to, it won't mean as much.
Come on, just say it. Good luck.
Hey, look. It's your partner.
How convenient.
You're talking to the opposition before our match? You do realize I could give them a competitive advantage.
My team doesn't need an advantage to beat someone who's had less than 5 matches.
I'm pretty sure I had less than 5 matches when I was tapping you out in high school, and tonight will be exactly the same. Except this time, a whole lot more people will see me embarrass you. Come on, we need to discuss what we're going to do with our prize money after we win. I was thinking we'd donate it to victims of identity heft. It's when people identify as skinny, but they're actually really fat. I think Red might have it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Budapest, Hungary, weighing in at 205 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, the phenomenal one, Cody Rhodes.
If this one lives up to the hype, Byron, we're in for an amazing match here tonight.
There's no reason to think this one won't live up to the hype, Michael. We're looking at some of the most intense competitors in all of WWE.
She's gone from terrorizing Red and Trey to WWE superstars. It's Brooklyn Von Braun.
And from Fulton, New York, Brooklyn Von Braun.
Brooklyn Von Braun has excelled at everything she's ever done in her life, and her transition to a WWE ring will be no different.
She certainly doesn't have the passion for WWE like her rival Red, but ultimately passion doesn't win matches.
Drew McIntyre is ready for a fight.
And from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre traveled the globe picking fights on every stop along the way. That world-class training has made him a true threat here in WWE.
I agree with you there, Corey. Drew has put his best foot forward here and picked up some big wins.
McIntyre was born for in-ring competition. There is no limit to his potential. Byron, this man is just hungry.
It's proven in his actions, and Drew McIntyre has made it his mantra to eradicate complacency from WWE by any means necessary.
And from Budapest, Hungary, Ashley!
Byron, are you at all surprised by the intensity level inside this arena right now?
Not in the least bit, Michael. This is the one the WWE Universe has been looking forward to for quite some time.
And Byron, it's almost as if she's literally beaming with pride each time she steps into the ring.
And good for her, Michael, though I will tell you that some of her detractors are mistaking that pride for conceit.
This is it, the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge. One of these teams will take home $500,000 to donate to a charity of their choice.
Don't bury the lead, Cole. The charity part's nice, but the real story here is that best friends Red and Trey are facing each other for the first time ever. Things could get very interesting.
Normally, I think you guys were just trying to stir up drama, but Red and Trey have definitely seemed a bit off lately, and this match certainly won't help matters.
Down to one knee, off of the other.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, what a nasty knee lift.
Oh, what a super kick, a double super kick.
Showing a lot of fury with these attacks.
He's hitting on all cylinders right now.
Powerbomb planted.
I don't think I've seen a superstar more driven to succeed than Drew McIntyre. When he was released in 2014, McIntyre said he'd be back, and that's exactly what happened.
Oh, McIntyre really took a negative and turned it into a positive. Instead of feeling sorry for himself and blaming everybody else, he traveled the globe and made himself an even bigger star. Snap suplex.
She got out of the way there.
Her evasion techniques are on point. Get back here. Leg lariat.
Comes in off the tag.
Following up on what you two were saying about McIntyre's initial release, not only did he return with more fire and fans, he also came back in even better shape than before.
Yeah, McIntyre's always had a height advantage, but in his time away, he worked on his strength, conditioning, and added considerable power to his Claymore kick and aftershock DDT. Lights out, DDT connects.
Step over, DDT.
Both wrists captured and pow!
Drew McIntyre's in trouble.
Don't break your crown.
Ooh, right to the face. Not sure how much more McIntyre can take.
Well, I can promise it's not much.
I'm not sure he has much left. McIntyre made a great comeback to NXT. Now he's going to need another comeback right now.
Boom! He's lining him up.
Up across the shoulders.
Here it comes. Oh, the tiebreaker. He is in complete control. Drew McIntyre really needs to dig down deep and fast. drawing on his incredible reserves right now.
Very impressive, Byron.
Finds a way to reverse. In a bad way here, guys.
Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm.
Ooh! Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
Snapmare takeover.
Basement kick to the side of the face. I think we're about to see a high...
All the way from the top rope.
He's executing on his plan perfectly.
He can't allow himself to let up now. Look out here. He's got... Oh, look out. 450. Nailed it. Drew McIntyre made him pay there.
And it's reversed.
Paying for that mistake.
DDT.
High impact crossbody.
Back now inside the ring.
Oh, nasty impact.
He's going for the pin. What's it going to take to keep him down?
How did he do that? Saw what he had in mind there.
Yet another counter.
It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other.
Cover! Must have something different in mind here. Wow.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Knee drop.
That was nasty. So precise.
Can he score the pin?
Maybe.
Save!
Still got more fight here.
Gets the tag. Wow, what impact! She's taking some big hits here. She's got her.
Delivering the suplex.
The switch here to Drew McIntyre.
Snapmare takeover.
Basement kick to the side of the face. And this has got to be it. And he got a near fall out of it.
I don't believe it. He refuses to lose.
Oof. Hooked him. Trapped now and just a
elbow to the face. Boom, what impact. Knee drop.
That was nasty. So precise.
Many move like that. He's fighting hard and it's paying off.
Things are playing out exactly how he envisioned.
Into the turnbuckles. And what a reversal from Drew McIntyre. And another reversal.
Seems like we're back in the ring again, Michael.
Basement kick to the side of the face.
Oh, flipping the script on him there.
Oh, man.
Drop kick.
Bad landing.
More punishment to his head.
And the effects of assaults like this.
He may get the 3 count right here.
This is it. I question every bit of that.
decision, Cole. It looked to me like he had it.
And there's the reversal from Drew McIntyre. Clothesline! In off the tag. This could be dangerous. Over and over.
Oh, it didn't go as planned there.
Kick right to the midsection.
Not what she was looking for.
Big slam. She's starting to tire a little. She wants to finish this.
She's going to try it again. Will she take advantage?
There's almost no rebounding from a strike like that.
Glasgow kick. Drew McIntyre looking for the pin. 1, 2. This one's far from over.
Tried for it early.
That is a great reversal.
And a reverse DDT.
Underhook.
Underhook suplex. Cover. There's 2.
Drew McIntyre drawing on his incredible reserves right now.
Very impressive, Byron.
He weaves out of the way. Oh.
Strike after strike after strike to the body.
A knee right to the face.
That knee is a lethal weapon.
Tagged in. There's going to be a lot of offense in this match. She's dazed in the corner there. You know, there's just so much at stake for these teams in this match. A win in this one is just absolutely huge. The switch here to Drew McIntyre. Cover here. You can't teach the type of tenacity we're witnessing here. Unreal.
Up across the shoulders.
Here it comes.
Oh, the tiebreaker.
Amazing, Kevin. Cue that up again. Now that's a...
Despite their often heated and acrimonious past, Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun have managed to win the Mixed Match Challenge.
I just hope that now that this is over, there won't be any hard feelings between Red and Trey. They've been through too much together to let something like this get between them.
Judging from the look on Red's face, I think that ship has sailed, and she doesn't seem to be taking this very well at all. I mean, why would she? Red just lost to her best friend and her worst enemy. I'd be angry too.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up with you riding with her?
Relax. I offered him a ride since we're both going to the gym.
Nice necklace, by the way. Real classy.
Thanks. I'll get you my jeweler's info. I bet he can throw together a runner-up version in no time.
Look, I know we usually ride together, but I wanted to get some extra training in since Samoa Joe basically wants to strangle me to death with his crazy cyborg arm at SmackDown 1500.
I'd be happy to help you work on your submissions. After all, I had a career record of 24-2 in MMA. I left that necklace at home.
You training me is a great idea. It could help me survive Samoa Joe, and who knows, maybe even beat him.
Good. We'll get started right away. And before you say anything, I'm just looking to help. It's the only way he's going to survive the coquina clutch. I mean, that little reversal trick you taught him might have worked in their first match, but let's face it, he needs some real training. We'll set up a time later, partner.
So what, are you friends with her now?
No, it's not like that.
Well, it seems like that. I mean, first you're riding with her, and now you're training with her? Did you forget this is the same person who's tormented us for 20 years?
I got to ride with her one time, and besides, maybe she's changed, okay? People do that. And she was a good teammate, good enough that we won the mixed match challenge.
Are you trying to rub it in? Because I think your teammate's ridiculous necklace accomplished that already. And by the way, who is in charge of handling the charity money that you won?
Brooklyn. She gave it to an animal shelter in our hometown.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe she took the $500,000 and spent it on that awful necklace and murder coat she was wearing? I bet the animal shelter doesn't even exist.
Can't assume any of that.
I'm not assuming she's a terrible person. I know that. And I thought you did too.
Come on. Red. That mural's kind of freaking me out. It feels like you're watching me from every angle.
I am. But focus here. So when Samoa Joe gets you in the coquina clutch this time...
How do you know he'll get me in it?
It's a submission match, which means he'll be going for it early and often, so you have to be prepared. And what I was going to say before you interrupted me...
Sorry, won't happen again.
What I was going to say is your little trick you used against him 10 years ago when you rolled backwards to get the win isn't going to work this time. He'll be ready. And even if you pulled it off, it won't do any good because this is a submission
Rivalry match. Rivalry submission match.
Right. So I'm Samoa Joe, and I'm going to put you in the coquina clutch. Try to escape.
Oh, I tap.
That was pathetic.
I know. How am I ever gonna beat Samoa Joe? I mean, once she cinches in that arm around my neck, it's all over. Goodbye, WWE Championship. Goodbye, Trachea. Goodbye, Earth. Hello, big ring in the sky. Hopefully.
Okay, stop. You're spiraling. It's not about his arm. It's about his legs.
Huh?
I studied hours of footage of Samoa Joe locking in the coquina clutch. You're welcome. And I discovered a hidden flaw that's going to allow you to counter it and beat him. Give me your phone. Voice password?
Trey and Peyton Royce forever?
Voice recognition volume too low. Please try again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever. It's a joke. Please don't tell her.
Anyway, like I said, I watched a lot of tape on Samoa Joe, and I discovered this. Watch his ankles. See how he crosses them? He does it every time. That's your opening to beat him.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. Let me show you. Put me in the coquina clutch and make sure you cross your ankles like Joe does.
What the heck was that?
The secret to not getting the life choked out of you and walking away with your WWE Championship.
Wow, this is weird to say with all our history, but I don't know what I'd be doing right now without your help.
I guess I've been in a charitable mood lately.
Well, seriously, thanks for teaching me this. So, I guess we're good to go now?
Are you kidding? You haven't actually learned how to do the counter yet. On your back. We're going to start with a hip motion. I'll film on your phone so you can watch it back later. It locked again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever!
Welcome to the special 1500th episode of SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live has been the home of some amazing matches over the years, and tonight we continue that tradition with the long-awaited, much-anticipated battle between Trey and Samoa Joe.
This submission match for the WWE Championship is 7 years in the making, going back to Trey's debut when he shocked the WWE Universe and Samoa Joe. But tonight on SmackDown 1500, will Joe finally get his revenge?
Hey, what are you doing?
Studying my training footage. I think I actually have a chance tonight thanks to Brooklyn.
Yeah, about her.
I don't want to get into it again. I need to focus on my match.
I actually wanted to apologize. I might have been acting a little crazy lately.
A little?
Okay, slightly more than a little. I called the animal shelter that Brooklyn said she donated the money to, and turns out she wasn't lying.
See? I told you she's changed.
I think I just got caught up with us competing against each other in the mixed match challenge. And then I felt like I was losing my best friend to pretty much the worst person I could imagine. But maybe she's not the worst person after all. There's probably some terrible dictators or criminals on death row who are slightly worse.
That's very big of you to say that. So you should be cool with the fact that Brooklyn is going to be in my corner tonight then, right? I need her out there to coach me through the technique she taught me.
Totally cool with that. Not bothered at all. Besides, I have a big announcement to focus on.
About what?
Well, I decided to get back to concentrating on the list, and there's one thing on there I always wanted to accomplish, but it never seemed possible. Especially when Brooklyn was GM, no offense to your new BFF. But since this is a very special episode of SmackDown Live, it's the perfect time to make it happen. Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Hey, you finally said it.
And I meant it. Tonight, we celebrate 1,500 episodes of SmackDown Live. On nights like this, we look back at the amazing superstars who helped us get here. For me, personally, when I was an awkward teenager, the thought that I could someday do this seemed like a total long shot. But I was inspired by women like Beth Phoenix, the Bellas, Natalia, and Mickie James. Around that time, I created this list of goals I'd someday want to accomplish if I ever made it to WWE. Well, I think I've more than made it. But there's one thing on this list that all those women I mentioned accomplished. But I never have, because it's kind of impossible now. But if I've learned anything on my journey, it's that nothing is truly unattainable. The goal I'm referring to is winning the title that I grew up watching. The WWE Divas Championship. Like I said, kind of hard to do considering it hasn't existed in almost 15 years. But I'm proposing that WWE bring the Divas Championship back so I can honor the women who blazed a path for me and prove that no dream is ever hopeless or unimaginable.
Wait, what? And you want me to tell her right now?
I'm sorry, but I was just told to inform you that the Divas Championship is already spoken for.
Already spoken for? It hasn't existed in over a decade. How is that even possible?
They said you would hear more in the very near future. That's all I know.
What just happened?
I have no idea, but apparently someone in the back has other plans for the Divas Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
As a reminder, the title is on the line here in this match.
And the champ is certainly going to have an uphill battle, that's for sure.
And guys, is it possible that tonight is the night we crown a new champion?
Anything's possible, Cole, though I would say it's very unlikely. He's just been so dominant lately.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Samoa Joe was the first man to win the NXT Championship twice. He won the very first Dusty Classic in NXT, and I think we're in store for another first here tonight.
Multi-time NXT champion, multi-time United States champion. Samoa Joe is a big, bad dude.
Introducing the challenger from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds, Samoa Joe. And introducing the champion from Budapest, Hungary, weighing in at 205 pounds. He is the WWE Champion, the phenomenal one, Cody Rhodes.
The big gold belt up for grabs here tonight.
This match between Trey and Samoa Joe is finally happening tonight on SmackDown. 1,500 after nearly a decade of anticipation.
I don't think Trey was anticipating this as much as Samoa Joe, especially considering it's a submission match, which definitely favors Joe in his coquina clutch.
Let's not ignore the fact that Trey has Brooklyn Von Braun in his corner tonight, who could be the difference maker. Supposedly, the ex-MMA star has been working with Trey on his submission defense in preparation for this match.
I don't care who's in Trey's corner. There is no way he walks away with his WWE Championship. In fact, he'll be lucky to walk away at all.
Uh-oh. Oh, what a nasty knee lift. Oh, what a kick, and again to the back of the head.
Samoa Joe looking a little startled right now.
Yeah, but he's not breathing heavy yet.
Oh my gosh!
Surfboard leg breaker.
DDT!
He's dictating the pace of this match now, guys.
Keeping the pressure on. Good God, that's devastating.
Right to the midsection, step over, DDT!
Guys, I noticed the demeanor on Samoa Joe's face never changes. That look of disgust, that look of focus, that cold, calculating body language Samoa Joe holds on to maintain his dominance. It's something that has turned Joe's stare into something to fear. DDT!
What a DDT! Wow. When you... And Samoa Joe locks in the coquina clutch.
Trey's attempting a counter.
What's the matter? Not like you planned?
It looked like Trey attempted a counter to the coquina clutch that Brooklyn must have taught him, but for whatever reason, it just didn't work.
It's over.
It may not be the Universal Championship that Trey defeated him for 7 years ago, but Samoa Joe gets the vindication he was looking for, as he is the new WWE Champion. What the hell?
No! This is awful.
Was this some kind of setup all along?
It had to be. Hindsight's 2020, but Brooklyn Von Braun's change of heart was way too good to be true.
Saxton, you said Brooklyn was going to be the difference maker tonight, and you were right for once. If she and Samoa Joe have formed an alliance, and it would appear that they have, Red and Trey's lives are going to be changed forever.
I really don't need to hear "I told you so" right now.
All you're gonna hear from me is "I hope you're okay."
I'll be alright. I just feel so stupid.
You're not stupid. You're trusting and a good person. That's what separates you from people like her.
Like, I appreciate it, but I still can't believe I let my guard down like that. You were right about everything.
We'll make her pay for this. I promise.
Welcome to SmackDown Live, where hopefully we're about to get some sort of clarification from Brooklyn Von Braun on last week's shocking turn of events.
I am a big fan of movies. Mostly the ones I've starred in, but there are some other ones that are okay too. But in any film, my favorite part is always near the end when the villain explains their big evil plan, going over every single detail of how they pulled the wool over the stupid, idiot hero's eyes. But in movies, this usually allows the hero time to escape or stop the bad guy in some way. But I'm not gonna be stopped. See, I already destroyed your idiot hero last week with the help of Samoa Joe. So now, I have all the time in the world to walk you through every single detail of my brilliant scheme. Like I said, this is my favorite part. So here we go. When I was GM, I brought Samoa Joe back fully knowing what his plans were for attacking Trey in the best-of-5 final and costing Red her title. In fact, I helped make those plans myself. Then, I gave Trey a title match against Adam Cole just so Joe could eventually take it from Trey. Sorry, Adam. After that, I inserted myself into the mixed match challenge as Trey's partner to earn his trust, giving me the opportunity to teach him the secret coquina clutch escape. Only when Joe got it on Trey, and he thought he had it all under control, those ankles weren't crossed, were they? Because it wasn't a secret anymore. I told Joe exactly what to expect, and Trey never had a chance. Now, unfortunately, to make Trey and Red think I had changed for the better, I did have to donate a bunch of money to an animal shelter. But don't worry. I purchased the shelter, kicked out all the disgusting animals, and I'm turning it into the newest location for my tanning salon chain, Brooklyn Von Braun. Which, if you ask me, is a lot more to serve the community. So right about now, your tiny brains are probably asking, but why, Brooklyn? Why would you do all of this? I did this to maintain the hierarchy. To show Red and Trey that despite what they think they've achieved in WWE, I'm the star and they're the losers. Just like it's always been. And that will never change. Anyway, I've spent way too much time talking about those rejects, so let's discuss what's next for the American hero. New trademark lawsuit pending. Well, I have some big news to share. I'm a champion. You see, I recently talked to WWE management about bringing back a title from the past, and they agreed I was the perfect superstar to award it to. So I'd like to present to you your new WWE Divas champion, me.
You've got to be kidding me. I guess this explains why I was told to inform Red that the Divas Championship was already spoken for.
You know, maybe in the future, Trey, you should be a little more careful about who sees your phone. You never know what they could find on there. Like maybe even a copy of a list outlining all their friends' dreams and ambitions.
Clearly, Red has heard and seen enough.
Well, she should be mad at her friend Trey for letting all this happen.
Let's go, right now, you and me.
I'm a prize fighter, and considering I've got the prize, I decide when I fight. So run along. Maybe there's something else you can cross off your list, like find someone who will take me out on a date, or fix my jacked up teeth. Those are real things on her list. I saw it.
I'm coming for you and that title.
Look out!
This is getting out of hand.
You wanted this? Well, now you got it.
Thankfully, Trey is here to put an end to this.
It's Samoa Joe. Where did he come from?
It's obvious Brooklyn and Samoa Joe are always 2 steps ahead of Red and Trey.
And now Brooklyn is going to force Red to watch her best friend get destroyed by Samoa Joe yet again.
He's suffered enough. Come on, don't do it.
No!
Trey might be seriously injured. This is bad.
While Trey's condition's unclear, one thing is, the duo of Brooklyn, Von Braun, and Samoa Joe will annihilate anyone who attempts to get in their way.
So what's the verdict?
Nothing too serious. I'll just be out a couple weeks.
You're lucky. That could have ended your career.
It would take a much worse attack than that to end my career. Or being offered the hosting gig on America's Next Top Hand Model, which is the best show on TV, hands down. See? I'm a natural. So, are you mad that Brooklyn saw the list on my phone?
I was, but I think I'm over it, considering you almost got snapped in half trying to help me. Besides, I just found out next week I have a #1 contenders match for the Divas Championship. So I'm still gonna cross it off the list.
Good. At least one of us will be in the title picture.
What do you mean? Aren't you gonna use your rematch clause when you heal up?
I would if I had one. Turns out one of the other loose ends Brooklyn took care of before she stepped down as GM was removing the rematch clause from my contract. So if I want another shot at Samoa Joe, I'm gonna have to earn it just like anyone else.
I know you can do it. But first, you need to focus on getting better.
I guess it's just like on America's Next Top Hand Model when Andrea jammed her finger playing volleyball and lost the Christmas engagement ring campaign. It took a lot of hard work and moisturizing, but in a couple months her hand was back in top form and she booked the Valentine's Day spot, which was way bigger than the Christmas gig.
I must have missed that episode.
I can get you a copy. I have every one of them saved.
I think I got the gist of it.
Your loss.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making her way to the ring from Budapest, Hungary, Ashley!
Guys, this match is sure to not disappoint, especially considering who's involved here tonight.
You're absolutely right, Michael. This match will be one we'll be talking about for a long time to come.
Seems to me, guys, like she is incredibly proud of what she's been able to accomplish as of late.
She should be proud, Michael. It's not easy to do what she's been able to do, but she also has to be careful not to become complacent.
It's boss time! And here comes Sasha.
And her opponents, first, from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks!
Hey, Cole, is it still boss time?
Heck yeah!
Sasha Banks is a multi-time women's champion and was one half of the inaugural women's tag team champions. Now that is a boss.
I'll give you this. She agrees with my philosophy that there are no friendships in this business.
Oh, come on, Cole. Sasha Banks has had plenty of friendships.
Yeah, they flourished just as long as Banks needed them to.
Oh, I wish you'd just stop.
The captain of Team Kick.
And from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai!
Oh boy, Dakota Kai looks like she's in the mood to kick tonight.
Dakota Kai is always in the mood for kicking.
That's exactly how I can tell, Saxton, or should I say Captain Obvious?
With that in mind, being Captain Obvious isn't as cool as Dakota Kai's title, the captain of Team Kick.
Is there actually other members of Team Kick? Because I thought it had to have more than one person to be considered a team.
The first female competitor from New Zealand to make her name at this level.
The irresistible force.
And from San Diego, California, Nia Jax!
When you think about all the dominant women who have competed in WWE, who still compete in WWE, you can't help but think about Nia Jax. She is right there at the top of the list.
What do you do when the immovable object and the irresistible force are one and the same? You're about to find out tonight, gentlemen, courtesy of Nia Jax.
She has accomplished so much in her young career in WWE. The sky is the limit. She has the pedigree. Nia Jax. If you're just joining us on SmackDown Live, this fatal four-way match will determine the #1 contender for Brooklyn Von Braun's WWE Divas Championship.
Yes, you heard that correctly. Brooklyn Petit.
Abdominal stretch. It's locked in. She breaks the hold.
Jax. Oh, man. Dakota Kai just barely got out of the way.
Snapmare. Uh-oh.
We're going to see it.
What power. Sit out power bomb.
Sasha Banks is looking fit and legit.
You've been waiting for that all day.
I have.
She breaks the hold. And she's back in the ring now. Elbow smash. There she goes.
Oh, man, landing awkwardly.
Look at this. Nia Jax is letting everyone know exactly how she feels.
Oh, what a drop kick.
On the mark. I think we're going to see it, gentlemen.
There it comes. Oh, that was just malicious. Insulting. Uh-oh. And a suplex. Vicious, aggressive attacks.
I have to question that decision, Michael.
Toss to the outside. What does Dakota Kai have in store? Once more, setting it up. Nothing fancy here. You're going to be taking that dirt now.
Oh, man, Sasha Banks is in trouble.
Dakota Kai with the win. If you're just joining us on SmackDown Live, this fatal four-way match will determine the #1 contender for Brooklyn Von Braun's WWE Divas Championship.
Yes, you heard that correctly. Brooklyn petitioned WWE officials to bring the Divas Championship out of retirement and award it to her, simply out of spite towards Red.
The Divas Championship actually holds a lot of personal meaning for Red, and it was one of the final milestones she wanted to cross off her list.
You two are acting like Red's been barred from ever holding the Divas Championship. She still has that opportunity if she can win this match and then defeat Brooklyn Von Braun.
Interesting, there is the...
Into the hammerlock.
Oh, boy. Ah, drop kick.
Right on the money.
DDT.
Planted. Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Look at this. Bringing it back into the ring. Oh, what a forearm. Interesting, there's the... Solid contact from Dakota Kai. Sit out powerbomb. Close quarters knee strike. Oh, what a shot. Knee drop. Running bulldog.
Ooh, what impact.
Looking a little dazed here. Solid contact from Dakota Kai. Incoming. And it looks like this one's going out to the floor. What a shot.
That'll fillet your chest.
Drop kick from behind. A knee drop.
Right across the face.
Harsh impact.
Whoa, it's like getting hit by a brick wall. Oh, nasty impact.
She's licking her chops. Thrust to the throat.
Sasha Banks avoided that attack and hit back even harder.
Reverses. Can she take advantage?
Oh, saw it coming.
Interesting. There's a backslide driver.
You know what they call that? Something no one would ever do to me.
Wow, and Sasha has seen better days, but she's still alive. And that's all that matters right now. Landing on top of the skull.
Boom, what a forearm. Oh, foot just stomping down.
Just striking at will.
In the face. Ooh, what a damage. This could do it. Boom, what impact. Another kick out.
How in the world?
Unreal. Evading possible disaster there.
Elbow right to the back of the neck.
Powerbomb.
Elbow right to the nose. And there's the reversal from Sasha Banks. Backdrop suplex.
Look at this. Nia Jax is letting everyone know exactly how she feels.
She showed her how the top rope could inflict damage.
That's gonna hurt.
Sasha Banks dodged out of the way there. Wow, what a sequence. Forearm off of 8. Shoulders down. Back between the ropes. What's it going to take to keep her down?
Wow, I am impressed.
Nia.
Probably not going to win for a couple hundred years, Byron. You know why? On a painful stretch here.
This is not where the boss wanted to be.
Yeah, no. Oh, what timing. That might have been it. Lost in the corner right now. Oh, she's bringing the... Here's a cover. Ah, what a neck breaker.
She kicked out there, but I don't know how much more she could take.
She returns the favor there.
Changes her fortune there.
Uh-oh. To the outside. Oh, now it's the boss with a little smack talk. Sent to the outside. Oh, man, what a drop kick. Bad landing. There she goes. She's got her in her sights. Up across the shoulders. Here it comes. Oh, the tiebreaker.
And just like that, it's all over.
Will Dakota Kai even be able to continue?
Incoming.
Watch out.
Running bulldog. She's got the shoulders down. 1, 2, 3. Sasha Banks gets the win. Check the tape. I'm sure she cheated. If you're just joining us on SmackDown Live, this fatal four-way match will determine the #1 contender for Brooklyn Von Braun's WWE Divas Championship.
Yes, you heard that correctly. Brooklyn petitioned WWE officials to bring the Divas Championship out of retirement and award it to her, simply out of spite towards Red.
The Divas Championship actually holds a lot of personal meaning for Red, and it was one of the final milestones she wanted to cross off her list.
You two are acting like Red's been barred from ever holding the Divas Championship. She still has that opportunity if she can win this match and then defeat Brooklyn Von Braun.
She just keeps using that.
Hey, wouldn't you?
Oh, stomping away. Incredible. There was a lot of force behind that one.
Harsh impact.
Oh, nasty impact. Gets out of dodge there.
Ooh, what impact.
Look at this. Nia Jax is letting everyone know exactly how she feels.
She's leaving the ring. What's going to happen now? Gets her again.
Man, she really knows how to handle herself, huh? Incredible. There was a lot of force behind that one.
Oh, mat slam.
With some attitude.
Oh, man, Dakota Kai just barely got out of the way.
Dakota Kai able to counter beautifully.
Back in from the floor. She's going for the cover.
Here's Nia Jax with some offense of her own.
And kick out. This one's not over yet. Wow. What does Dakota Kai have in store? Hurricane Rana.
Good grief.
up for the leg sweep.
Nicely done. Oh, nasty impact.
Up across the shoulders.
Here it comes. Oh, a tiebreaker. That's a match-winning move, guys. Will Dakota Kai even be able to?
An impressive fatal four-way win.
Here is your winner, Ashley.
That's a big win right there.
I'll sign up to commentate for these four women any day of the week. What a match.
And for three of these competitors, that is not how they drew this one up.
At the Royal Rumble, the WWE Universe will witness a night of firsts. It'll be the first time the WWE Divas Championship has been defended in nearly 15 years. And it'll be the first time these two longtime rivals step inside the ring and face each other in a one-on-one match. So ladies, all that's left is to sign the contract and make this unprecedented night official.
Byron, as former GM of SmackDown Live, I conducted quite a few contract signings, and let me just say, you're doing a terrible job. You didn't even give me a chance to embarrass my opponent.
Sorry.
Now, Byron mentioned this is going to be the first official match between Red and I, but we've had our share of fights over the years. So I wanted to take the WWE Universe back to when Red and I were in high school to see actual footage from our very first fight. Well, it was really more of a one-sided beatdown. This is what happens when you mess with the captain of the wrestling team. What are you gonna do? Hit me with a steel chair? Put me through a table?
I'm going to get help.
Everyone already knows Hothead Red, but let me introduce you to her best friend, Trey. Get it? Because he busted his butt on a lunch tray. Now her face matches her nickname. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. At the Royal Rumble, our next fight is going to end just like they always have. You, on the ground, screaming in pain, tapping out to the biggest crossover star in WWE history, the American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun!
You know, I heard a rumor that you were going to show that footage tonight. So with that in mind, I actually got a gift for you.
That's cute, but I don't put that high fructose trash in my finely tuned body.
It's not going in your body, it's going on your body.
Of course Hothead Red loses her temper.
Red's going to get revenge for their high school encounter.
Not if Brooklyn has anything to say about it. The old cell phone video didn't do it justice. It's even better in person all these years later.
Brooklyn may have won up Red again here tonight, but these two lifelong rivals will finally settle their differences once and for all at the Royal Rumble.
I wrote a special song for the Royal Rumble. Want to hear it?
Not really.
Well, I'm going to play it anyway. Well, I've been searching all these years for a sign to show me the way. But it was right in front of me, and he went by the name of Trey. You see, this man's been lucky his entire stupid career, so I knew if he could succeed, I had nothing to fear. Tonight I outlast 29 men so I can get my shot at the gold. And then the universe walks with Elias in the greatest tale ever told. So what do you think?
I think you're going to have to rewrite your song after tonight.
So what number did you get for the Royal Rumble match?
2.
Oh, well, that's a really tough draw. But I'm sure lots of people have won from that spot. Wait, is that piece of paper with your number on it folded in half?
Oh, yeah, it is. It's not 2, it's 23.
Okay, now I like your chances a little better. Not that I was doubting you before.
After I win the Rumble, I can't wait to watch you put Brooklyn in her place once and for all.
She may have gotten the better of me in the past, but tonight's different. She has to step into my ring.
Yeah.
My only concern is she might pull something cheap, like having Samoa Joe get involved.
I'll make sure that doesn't happen. By the way, have you seen Sin Cara? I think I owe him an apology.
Why?
When I thought I drew number 2, I may have thrown a slight tantrum and damaged his mini trampoline. I'm not sure he even knows how to get into the ring without that.
I think he'll manage for one night. Besides, we have bigger things to worry about.
Okay.
Guys, Tyler Breeze has been unsuccessfully trying to eliminate Otis for quite a while now.
He's going to need to eat a lot more steaks and lift a lot more weights if he wants to throw Otis over the top rope.
Adam Cole from behind, and he eliminates both of them.
And now Adam Cole is all alone in the ring, giving him a chance to catch his breath before the next superstar enters.
Here we go. Who is it going to be?
It's Sin Cara!
Oh, what just happened there?
His trampoline exploded.
Is he okay?
Considering he just hit the apron rib first at full speed, I'm going to go with no.
Unfortunately, it looks like Sin Cara will not be able to compete in the Royal Rumble match.
I guess we're moving on to our next entrant.
It's Trey.
Adam Cole can't wait to get his hands on him.
Sorry, man. That's on me.
These two certainly have some unfinished business as Trey defeated Adam Cole for the WWE Championship thanks to Samoa Joe's interference. This is it, guys. Royal Rumble action kicking off here. Remember, both feet have to touch the floor once you go over the top rope in order to be eliminated. Basement kick to the side of the face. Anticipated that attack perfectly. I don't think he wants to be in that corner, Byron.
Yeah, but he's not moving, Michael.
Ooh! Yes, it's Seth Rollins!
Oh, boy.
Possible elimination, Corey.
More like a definite elimination, if you ask me.
Going for something else here, I guess.
Which is absurd. I'm not sure why you wouldn't want to continue trying for the elimination.
And a reverse DDT. Guys, it's almost time for our next competitor. Ooh, right to the gut. He got out of the way. Oh, and he can definitely make a difference here, guys.
Without a doubt.
Lariat.
Stomping. Ouch.
Powerful contact by Elias.
Lightning fast reflexes.
Ooh, what impact.
Who's this going to be?
German suplex.
Guys, I don't think we can watch a Royal Rumble match without mentioning the mastermind behind the epic event. Of course, that person is
Going for the home run. Lariat. And there's a big-time elimination.
Has been eliminated.
He might have him here. I think you're right, Michael.
Oh, good night. Sorry. Kick right to the midsection. Oh, what a kick.
Vicious. Boy, the time just flies, doesn't it?
That'll do some serious damage. That'll turn your lights out. Byron, look who we have here.
This changes the entire complexion of this match.
There's the elimination.
Seth Rollins has been eliminated.
Oh, able to counter.
Wicked body shot. In the face. KO punch. Harsh impact. Looks to make an elimination here. Oof. Oh, such a dynamic maneuver from Elias. He wants it one more time. Oh, what a clothesline.
Velveteen Dream has been eliminated.
Focused attack on the back. Oh, Enziguri. Look at the look on his face.
Oh, yeah, he
Ladies
was
and
super
gentlemen,
focused.
Elias has been eliminated.
Backbreaker. Knee right to the gut. Boom, what impact. You know, we can stay here, guys. Who's it gonna be, fellas?
From behind.
Trying to go for it again. Lariat. And that's elimination right there, guys. With an exclamation point, no less. Using the elbow as a weapon. This has got trouble written all over it, guys.
Kevin Owens is a force within the ring.
Just caught flush.
Oh, he knew that was coming. Down to one knee. Off to the other. Ouch.
Man.
A knee balanced Enziguri. Oh, what a... DDT. Ooh, what impact. Oh, my God, what an elbow.
I'll be surprised if this doesn't lead to an elimination.
Down and out.
Kevin Owens doing a great job of turning that one around.
Dangerous situation here, guys. Downright treacherous. Boom! What a right. Gosh.
More punishment being inflicted.
Weird, he seemed to have it locked in pretty good.
I'll be interested to see what he has planned next.
This might just be an elimination, guys.
Not going to be easy, though.
There's the elimination.
Has been eliminated.
Owens might want to be careful here. Doesn't want to get ahead of himself.
Big E with the excellent move to get out.
Knee lift. Elbow drop. Neck breaker. Looking to toss him out here, guys.
I think he's got him.
I have a strong feeling that these guys will throw caution to the wind and just go full steam ahead. Can you imagine the thrill of winning the Royal Rumble and knowing that you're going to main event the granddaddy of them all,
He's going back to the well.
What a clothesline!
Kevin Owens has been eliminated.
Power from the suplex. Avoiding trouble there. Had it scouted.
Been kicked right to the gut.
Switching gears here, guys.
Now that's getting off the hook easy, if you ask me. DDT!
Harsh impact. There's the elimination.
Big E has been eliminated.
He won the Royal Rumble and will now go on to fight for a championship at WrestleMania.
Wait a second. Why is the countdown clock starting up again? The Rumble's over.
Apparently there's another entrant. Hold on, it can't be. Is that who I think it is? No way. It's the President of the United States of America. President Rock is in the Royal Rumble.
This is unbelievable. We all thought the match was over, but I guess there are 31 entrants this year.
It's the president. He can do whatever he wants.
We're all witnessing history. For the first time ever, the President is competing in the Royal Rumble.
And Trey has to beat him to go to WrestleMania.
Over the years, there have been numerous surprise entrants in the Royal Rumble, from returning superstars to legends and even celebrities. But none of them were bigger than this.
Surprise factor aside, what can we expect to see from President Rock tonight? I mean, as of late, all of his fierce opponents have been of the political variety in Washington. What kind of fighting shape is he in?
Just look at him. I don't think he's missed a workout the entire time he's been in the Oval Office. In fact, I heard half of Air Force One has been converted into the top-of-the-line gym.
And don't forget, Trey's already been in the Rumble for a while. The President's completely rested.
You two may be right, but we're about to find out if our Commander-in-Chief has what it takes to win the Royal Rumble. Oh, my God. God, what an elbow. A striking blow.
Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point. That's either sheer genius or complete stupidity.
Saw what he had in mind there. Oh, vicious knees and kicks backhand. My goodness. Oh, man. Set him up. Got the head scissors on.
Oh, elbow to the face.
Oh, target acquired and destroyed.
Knee drop.
That was nasty. So precise. Great agility. DDT.
He's executing on his plan perfectly.
The advantage is squarely in his corner.
That was nasty.
Boom, what impact. Barring any more surprises, this time it's official. Trey has won the Royal Rumble and will compete for a title at WrestleMania.
I still can't believe what we just witnessed. This is going to make headlines all around the world.
It looks like the president's not finished with Trey.
Trey has earned the president's seal of approval.
Maybe he's in line for a cabinet position.
Let's not get carried away, Saxton.
He should at least get an invite to the White House.
You've known the president for a long time, Cole. You been to the White House yet?
No, but he's a busy guy. I'm sure he'll get around to inviting me. Anyway, congratulations again to Trey on this history-making night.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the WWE Divas Championship.
It's a big-time opportunity, Byron, as the title will be on the line here.
You're right, Michael, and judging from the response on social media heading into this match, we're likely to see a new champ crowned here tonight.
Guys, she's been waiting a long time for this opportunity here tonight.
Let's just hope she doesn't blow it, Cole, because opportunities like this don't come along very often.
Get ready for strikes, submissions, and a vicious mean streak. It's Brooklyn Von Braun.
Here we go, gentlemen. Huge title match coming up.
And a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all of WWE right now.
Introducing the challenger, from Budapest, Hungary, Ashley! And introducing the champion, she is the WWE Divas Champion, the American Hero, Brooklyn Von Braun!
The historic Divas title may have a new owner tonight. The match with nearly 2 decades of build-up has finally made it to a WWE ring. It's Red versus Brooklyn Von Braun.
Until recently, I would have thought Red had the advantage with Brooklyn Von Braun stepping onto her turf. But Brooklyn's transition from MMA to WWE has been virtually seamless.
Yeah, it's very similar to how quickly Ronda Rousey was able to get acclimated in WWE.
That being said, tonight's outcome is extremely difficult to predict, as this might be one of the most personal conflicts we've ever witnessed. Look out! From the top rope, diving clothesline! Hooked him up. And a suplex. She got out of the way there. Her evasion techniques are on point. Shoulders down now. Is it enough to retain the championship? Plenty of fight left. She's still in this one. The WWE Universe is on its feet, anticipating one of the most watched matches of all time here for the Women's Championship. Backslide driver! You know what they call that? Something no one would ever do to me.
Back suplex.
Red and Brooklyn are going back and forth, taking out years of frustration on each other.
Looks like Red's got the upper hand for now.
Red with the tackle.
And now both women are down.
So far, these two have been matching each other move for move. One of them needs to somehow gain an edge.
And there you see Samoa Joe watching this heated battle.
I think he's headed out here to provide that edge Brooklyn needs.
Trey nails him from behind. He was ready to stop him. And the superstars look ready back there. He's one step ahead there.
Great technical know-how on display.
Ooh, man.
Boom. And scissors takedown.
Oh, very nice.
Up across the shoulders.
Here it comes.
Trey manages to get Samoa Joe down, but for how long?
Wait, what's Trey doing?
I think he's going to put Joe inside the trunk of that car.
He's going to try to. Joe's dead weight.
Oh, that's one way to stop Samoa Joe from interfering.
Yeah, assuming that trunk is strong enough to contain Joe and his enhanced arm.
It looks like it'll do the job, for now at least. Red and Brooklyn are finally recovering after we cut away to see what was happening backstage between Trey and Samoa Joe.
I'm just glad that thanks to Trey, we're going to get a definitive winner in this match.
Yeah, as long as one of them can make it back in the ring before the 10 count.
And they both do.
Neither of them are ready for this match to end.
For nearly a decade, the deep... submission move. She fights out.
But that doesn't mean the damage wasn't already done, Michael.
She scores big with the counter.
Elusive movement there.
Again, the women's championship is on the line. Uh-oh. And a suplex.
Back in the ring again.
Interesting there.
Into the hammerlock.
Oh, boy. This match is wearing her down.
She needs to turn the tide here.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna see it.
Power. Sit out. Power bomb. Oh my God, that's gotta hurt. Nothing's gonna stop her now.
She's taken command of the situation.
What do we got here? Power bomb. Look at this. Boom. Nice.
Trampling the opposition.
Oh, nasty impact.
She's calling her out.
Up across the shoulders.
Here it comes.
Oh, the tiebreaker.
This one is all over. That's one of those moves where
Red has done it. Not only has she defeated the woman who's tormented her for years, but she's also achieved a childhood dream in capturing the WWE Divas Championship.
This has to feel like a giant weight has been lifted off of Red in so many ways.
And here comes Red's best friend to join in the celebration.
Respect to Red for being able to achieve the seemingly impossible. This is truly a special night for her, both personally and professionally.
I knew you'd be here early. You always were an overachiever.
You here to demand your rematch? Because I have no problem beating you again tonight.
There's not going to be a rematch.
You're giving up that easily?
No, there's not going to be a rematch because you're going to announce your retirement tonight.
That's news to me.
It's why I wanted to find you first thing, so you could start writing your big farewell speech. But that kind of emotional garbage should actually come easily to you. I mean, if you get stuck, you could just borrow something from your earlier writing. You've probably asked yourself a million times, why? Why didn't they want to be my parents? The truth is, we did, but we had to make the hardest decision of our lives because we didn't feel we could give you the life you deserved. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Love always, your mom and dad. That's right. I found out you wrote that little piece of fiction kicking off 20 years of lies to your best friend. His real parents are dead, and you've been stringing him along this entire time, making him think they're alive just so you'd have one friend in your depressing life. You never told him the truth, even when he continued to pathetically leave 2 empty seats for them that would never be filled.
Why? Why are you doing this?
The why doesn't really matter. Right now, you should be more concerned with the what, as in what could happen next. I could expose you and all your lies, destroying your life, your reputation, and most of all, your friendship with Trey. Or you can retire immediately, and I'll make your secret my secret. But one way or another, it's happening tonight.
I know walking away from everything you've worked for will be the hardest thing you've ever done, but you have to keep our secret. Please. And that's how I won the WWE Divas Championship, crossing off one of the most elusive things on the list. But the Divas Championship wasn't just a title. That's my mom and dad. It was more than that. It was...
Sorry, I think something amazing just happened. Earlier today, I received a note saying I would finally get to meet my birth parents at the Hall of Fame ceremony tonight, and I think they just arrived.
I don't know what's happening.
I apologize if I'm a little distracted.
Who are those people?
I've been waiting for this moment my entire life. We're almost done here, so I'll catch up with you real soon, okay? Sorry again for cutting you off. Where were you?
There's really not much left to say, other than to cover how we ended up here tonight. When I defeated my lifelong nemesis to capture this championship, the same championship I dreamed of winning as a young girl, it was an amazing feeling. But after that wore off, I was consumed by a range of different emotions, ones that I hadn't felt in a very long time. Satisfaction, relief, peace of mind. The fire that drove me throughout my career to come out here and fight on a nightly basis was suddenly gone. I went from thinking, what's next, to what's left. And I realized that after crossing off the most elusive item on the list, the answer was not much. Because I accomplished everything I set out to do and way more. So I had to be honest with myself. If I kept going, everything after would feel like a letdown. And that's not how I want to live my life or remember my career. So with all that being said, I'm here tonight to relinquish the Divas Championship and announce my retirement from WWE effective immediately.
Is this actually happening?
Unfortunately, I think it is.
Now, I know this is probably shocking, and some of you might be disappointed or upset, but this isn't necessarily a bad thing. I've lived this part of my life to the fullest, and now it's time for me to go explore other challenges. And who knows? Maybe I'll try acting again. You all saw how my only other audition went. Can't go worse than that, right? Finally, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting me for all these years. Please continue to back the next women who take my place, who I am certain will be stronger, more athletic, and hopefully a little less temperamental than I was. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks, everyone.
I'm not really sure what to say. I'm stunned.
I think we all are. No one was expecting this. Thank you, Red.
Yes, thank you. And we wish you all the best.
What was that? You can't retire. You've got years left on your career.
I'm sorry, but I need you to try to understand.
Maybe I could wrap my head around it if I had a little more warning. I mean, when you texted me, make sure you watch my promo tonight, I was expecting you had some clever line about Brooklyn, not that you were going to walk away from WWE.
This wasn't something I was planning for a long time. It happened quickly.
Okay, fine, but if you're done, then I'm done. We're a package deal, remember?
No, what? Don't do this.
I need you to try to understand.
What about the title shot you just earned in the Royal Rumble? And getting revenge on Samoa Joe for everything he's done?
None of that matters if you're not along for the ride, too.
You need to think about this some more. You're making an impulsive decision.
I've made up my mind. I'm done.
I never expected my plan to work this well and cause your idiot friend to retire too. It's like getting rid of 2 turds with 1 stone.
This isn't over.
But it is over, and that's the best part of all of this. Anyway, just wanted to wish you a happy early retirement. Maybe you can take up bingo or going to dinner at 3 p.m. or yelling at kids in your neighborhood. If you kick that ball in my yard one more time, I'm going to put you on my list. Hilarious. See you, never again.
We're going live with your show intro in 5 minutes.
Thanks. Just let me run through it once to make sure I've got it. Who will be named as your top 10? Prepare yourself for drama as our contestants get their hands dirty, glad-handing with the CEO of a manure company to see who can get the upper hand for their fall fertilizer campaign. It's all hands on deck. Coming up next on America's Next Top Hand Model. Do you think there's too many hand puns?
It's perfect. It's not heavy-handed at all.
I see what you did there. Hey, sorry I missed your other call. I'm at my new hosting gig. Look, if this is about getting Baron Corbin a spot on the show, I'm still relatively new here, so I don't think I have that kind of pull yet. Oh, okay, good, because honestly, I don't think Baron's hands are anything to write home about. Wait, what'd you say? Really? That's amazing! Did you tell Red yet? Yeah, she's been hard to reach lately. Okay, I'll try her. This is truly an honor. Thank you so much. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna be famous-er. I'm gonna be famous-er. Ah! Yes!
That's my ring and my championship. I hate you, Brooklyn. What?
Hey, it's been a while. How's it going?
I'm great. I'm on vacation at the beach, which is why no one's been able to reach me. Trying to disconnect, you know?
Oh, that's good to hear. I only have a minute, so I'll make this quick. I just got some amazing news. We're going into the WWE Hall of Fame together.
Really? Wow, I'm shocked. I mean, I thought it would happen someday, but definitely not this fast.
They didn't say this, but I'm assuming they want to capitalize on my crossover appeal as host of ANTHM.
I'm sure that's it.
I know we didn't expect our careers to end the way they did, but it's nice to know we accomplished enough to go into the Hall of Fame. And more importantly, we're going in together, just like it's always been.
Yeah, it is nice.
Hey, I gotta run. Don't relax too much. You know what they say about idle hands. Ooh, I gotta work that into tonight's show.
Congrats.
You too. Ooh, I wish I could see Brooklyn's reaction.
I'm sure she won't be happy. Which makes me happy.
Move! Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Get out of my way! Are you kidding me? Those two pieces of human trash are going into the Hall of Fame? This has to be a joke! They were only in the WWE for a cup of coffee. You know what? An actual cup of coffee deserves to be inducted before they do! Ah!
Take it easy. We're all entitled to our opinions, but there are certain realities you can't dispute. While Red and Trey may have had shorter careers than the typical Hall of Famer, the impact they made during that time was tremendous. So it doesn't matter if you or anyone else disagrees, they are going to get the recognition they deserve.
We'll see about that.
Man, feels like we've been up here for like 15 hours. Hope everyone's still with us. But, I think that pretty much sums everything up, right?
Yeah, I think we covered it all.
And there's only one thing left to do. List, please. It's time to cross off one final list item together. Get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Shoot, I think I forgot a pen.
Seriously?
I've got one you can use.
I'm sure someone else in this arena has a spare pen, so you can go sit down.
Take it easy. I just wanted to come up here in front of the world to say congratulations and finally put our differences behind us. I would never do anything to take away from your special night that you so rightfully deserve. Trey, even your birth parents are here, which is amazing. Stand up, please. But before you finish up, there's just one thing I want to mention that you left out of your speech. You see, Red wasn't 100% honest about what led to her retirement and later her best friends. In fact, it turns out she has a little secret, which is the real reason she walked away from WWE.
You have to do something. She's gonna ruin everything. I'm sorry, but I'm done hiding this for us. It's over.
What really happened was I found out the truth behind this secret, and she didn't want me to tell anyone. So she chose to retire instead. But I couldn't sit back and let her get away without everyone knowing the real Red. So let's start with this. That lovely older couple in the audience, they're not Trey's parents. I know, because they're fakes I hired to be here. That letter you got that said they were coming tonight, also a fake. But if you want to see your real parents, I can make that happen. Here they are. Yeah, that pretty much says it all. And look at the date there. They were already long gone by the time we were in high school. Which makes you wonder, Trey, how could they have written you a letter? Maybe someone else wrote it to try to manipulate you into doing whatever they wanted. And maybe that person was so miserable and lonely, they had to resort to something morbid like that to ensure they always had a friend at their side. But who would do such a terrible thing? Certainly not your so-called best friend, right?
Is this true?
We're not finished here. If you come any closer, I will crush his neck. And the same goes for anyone else. If you try to stop us, I will end him.
Do you need me to make another ice machine run?
You know, there's some wounds that ice can't heal. What?
You have to admit, that was a pretty cheesy line.
You know, you have a really strange way of apologizing.
I'm sorry. It's just, we've been working through this all night, and I think I'm starting to lose it. Look, you know how I truly feel. You also know me better than anyone else. I made a stupid decision to protect you when we were kids, and it just kept escalating from there. I wanted to tell you so many times, but it got harder and harder, especially when you started leaving the tickets. I couldn't bring myself to take that away from you. It would be like you finding out that America's Next Top hand model was fixed.
Wait, is it? Did you hear something?
No, I was just using that as an example.
Okay, because I don't think I could handle that right now. I think I always knew deep down that it was all too good to be true, that I'd never meet them, but I guess a part of me wanted to believe that maybe something bigger would come out of all of this, that it wasn't just about action figures or championships or entertaining millions of people, that it would help me find a part of myself that was missing.
But maybe something bigger did come out of all this. This wasn't about finding two people who would fill a hole in your life. It was about millions of people finding you to fill holes in their lives.
Now that was cheesy.
But it's true.
Maybe.
I have something for you.
Please don't tell me this is a letter from my long-lost aunt and uncle telling me to forgive my best friend.
Just open it.
What's this all about?
It's our new list. On one of my ice machine runs, or maybe it was one of the times you locked me out of the room, I can't remember, but I made some phone calls to management, and it's unprecedented, but they've agreed to let us get revenge on Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at tomorrow night's WrestleMania, assuming you're on board.
I guess we're coming out of retirement. This has to be some kind of record.
There's one other thing you need to know. Brooklyn and Samoa Joe agreed to the match, but only if we put our Hall of Fame spots on the line.
You really want to do this?
If we don't fight back after what they did, then we don't deserve those spots.
Package deal. I'm in.
Hey, just wanted to let you know, I left 2 open seats in the audience just like you always did.
Why? I mean, obviously my birth parents aren't showing up anytime soon. So was it just for good luck or out of respect or something?
You'll see.
It doesn't matter how tonight turns out, because either way, I'm proud of how far you and Red have come. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to be able to say I trained 2 WWE Hall of Famers, and I could probably raise my rates again. But like I said, doesn't matter.
Well, I know we didn't always see eye to eye, but me and Red owe you for helping us get our start.
What do you mean we didn't see eye to eye? You were my prize student. Never doubted you once. I used to call you Sure Thing Trey.
Are you serious? You thought I'd be a manager at best, and you definitely didn't think I'd make it to WWE, let alone become a Hall of Famer. I think you said something about pooping golden nuggets?
I don't recall that. Anyway, good luck, Sure Thing.
I know you're going to tell us it's not too late to change our minds about the match and putting our Hall of Fame spots on the line, but we need to do this.
I wasn't going to say that at all. It's actually way too late to change your minds. The match is happening.
Oh. Okay, well, that's good then.
I was going to say that if things don't go well, Brooklyn and Samoa Joe can't erase your legacies. Everything you worked for and accomplished won't just disappear.
It sounds like you don't think we can win.
Look, you both have defied the odds before, but I'm just being realistic.
When it comes time to honor the Hall of Fame class tonight, we'll be out there front and center.
Look, I know we haven't spoken much since I've been gone, but I just wanted to say I'm pulling for you tonight. And Brooklyn had no right to exploit your past and ruin your big moment.
I appreciate you saying that.
But I also know how your impatience and temper can get the best of you sometimes. So I'm a little worried that you rushed into this match, especially considering your condition and what's at stake.
Thanks for your concern, seriously. But this is something we have to do, no matter what we could lose in the process.
It's time for the greatest spectacle in sports entertainment. Welcome to WrestleMania.
If you've somehow been off the grid for the past 24 hours and you missed the news that we have a huge last-minute change to tonight's event. After being ambushed at the conclusion of their Hall of Fame speech, Red and Trey will seek revenge against Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe.
And saying that the stakes are high feels like a severe understatement. If Brooklyn and Samoa Joe can defeat Red and Trey, they will take their spots in the WWE Hall of Fame.
And we've never seen anything like this before, and it's highly improbable we ever will again. With respect to every competitor who enters the ring tonight and every championship that's contested, it's now time for the most important match of the evening. Red and Trey are here to take on Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe with their Hall of Fame spots on the line.
It's truly impressive. Red and Trey overcame both physical and emotional trauma to be here tonight. But I suppose revenge can motivate someone to do just about anything, including putting everything they've dreamed of and worked for at risk.
Guys, what are these pieces of paper falling down from above?
I believe it's supposed to symbolize their new list, and there's only one thing on it. Beat Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at WrestleMania.
This is why I left the 2 seats. It's time to move on.
I'm glad you're here.
I think that might have been Trey's adoptive parents sitting at ringside.
I think you're right, Myron. And now here are the 2 superstars who want nothing more than to take everything from Red and Trey to essentially erase their legacies in a single night. It's the so-called American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe.
Yeah, these two have a much different kind of bond than Red and Trey. It's an affiliation based on shared hatred for their opponents tonight, dating back years in both cases.
Full disclosure, I think we're looking at the newest members of the WWE Hall of Fame class. Brooklyn and Samoa Joe have been unstoppable from both a mental and physical standpoint since the moment they joined forces. Red and Trey would have a hard time stopping them if they were at full strength, and we know they're not even close to that.
And there you see Red and Brooklyn facing off. There is so much history between these two. We're talking decades of hostility.
I don't know if it'll ever end, but we'll get at least some kind of resolution after tonight's contest is over.
We're not sure who's going to start the match tonight. It actually looks like Brooklyn and Samoa Joe are discussing that right now.
Apparently, it'll be Samoa Joe and Trey.
Brooklyn's going to make Red wait to get her hands on her. Yet another calculated move from the American hero.
This is it. Here we go. WrestleMania is often called the showcase of the immortals. But Red and Trey aren't here to showcase their immortality. They're here to try to save it by retaining their spots in the WWE Hall of Fame.
The fact that Red and Trey are even fighting alongside each other after Brooklyn Von Braun destroyed their original career-defining list and nearly did the same thing to their friendship just proves their bond is unbreakable. They truly are a package deal.
While I agree with you on that, you have to consider what I said earlier. There's no way Red and Trey are 100 or even 50% after the brutal attack just 2 nights ago. Mark my words, that will be a factor at some point in this career-defining match.
Strike after strike after strike to the body. Ooh, man.
Down to one knee, off of the other.
Man.
A knee balanced enziguri. Did you see that? Propelled through the air. Oh, what a combo.
Oh, what a nasty knee lift.
Oh, what a super kick, a double super kick.
He's certainly looking in command at the moment.
He's gaining the upper hand here.
Oh, stop after stop after stop. Jeez.
DDT. Oh, here we go. Oh, gee, straight to the cranium.
And no luck against Joe there.
He might have been waiting on that one.
DDT.
Planted.
Step over. DDT.
Samoa Joe with his back against the wall.
He's in control.
Oh, man. Landing awkwardly.
Trey escapes the Uranagi, and now he's got Samoa Joe in the Coquina clutch.
Red takes Brooklyn down.
Hold on. Is this actually happening?
It is. Red and Trey of Brooklyn, Von Braun and Samoa Joe locked in their own submission holds.
After everything that's happened among these four adversaries, this feels like the perfect ending.
Don't get ahead of yourself. They need to actually finish them off.
Can Red and Trey do the unthinkable? Will Brooklyn and Samoa Joe give up?
They tapped.
It's over. Red and Trey have pulled off the impossible and ensured that they will forever be honored in the WWE Hall of Fame.
This match takes place 20 times, and on 19 of those occasions, Brooklyn and Samoa Joe get the win, but not tonight. This was special. This was your night, Red and Trey.
Congratulations for the second time on your Hall of Fame induction.
This might have been our first time seeing one of your matches in person, but we were always watching on TV.
We're proud of you, son. Can I still call you that?
Yeah. We have a lot of catching up to do. I'm sorry about that.
We all are. It's okay.
We have something for you. Some maintenance guy from the arena was selling it online. It wasn't cheap.
Luckily, we've gotten good at puzzles in our old age.
Oh my gosh! I thought I lost you, but you're back.
There's one thing left on there we need to finish crossing off.
It appears that the list has somehow been salvaged.
Red and Trey can now pick up where they left off 2 nights ago.
Tonight, we witnessed the unexpected, an unexpected victory, an unexpected reconciliation, and finally the unexpected return of what some might think is just an old scrap of paper. But it was more than that to Red and Trey. It's what led them to this very moment that to them was expected all along. They may not have known how they'd end up here, but they knew when they created that list that this was their destiny.
Well said, Michael. Soak every bit of this in. Red and Trey, you deserve it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winners of tonight's match and still members of the WWE Hall of Fame,